Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Jazz tonight. And today, guys, we're going to get into this big win tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, they got this big win when it came down to the fourth quarter performance by all of our Lakers tonight. There was a lot of short-handed players tonight from DeAndre Ayton and, just plethora of others, when it came to this particular lineup and this rotation. But let's, not just overreact to the this win because obviously it was against the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz is not really a good competitive team, but this time around, especially with the shorthandedness of this Lakers team, the Utah Jazz really gave the Lakers a run for their money when it came to this game, and they were fighting like hell. And let's give them props for it. And the Lakers did what they can to show up in this game, and they finally finished them off in the fourth quarter with the great performance out of LeBron, from Marcus Smart, and the great effort from Luka Doncic and his crazy triple double performance, his 40-point game performance all across the board. And we're going to get into all that and what we saw from tonight's game. Guys, I miss doing this. It's been a while, 3 games with no Lakers basketball. It was just pretty boring for the past 3 days. But obviously, the Lakers are, Lakers basketball is back, and finally we get to talk about some Lakers basketball. So I really can't wait to get into this Lakers win and what we saw from tonight's game and the just the amazing win what we saw from this Lakers team and how they finished off the Utah Jazz in a sweep performance against the Utah Jazz for this season. They're 3-0 against them, and I think it's going to stay that way. I'm not sure if they face them again, but right now, it's 3-0 against the Utah Jazz this season. So good job from the Lakers tonight and their performance out there tonight. So let's get into the Lakers win tonight. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this live stream. And of course, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. So please be sure to follow me all across social media. And of course, on this channel, ZSN on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And before I get into it, let's get right into the comments that are coming in from Daniel. Welcome, Daniel. I really appreciate you joining, man. It's been a while. Thank you so much for joining ZSN on YouTube. Really do appreciate it, buddy. Cheers to you too, buddy. What a great win. Absolutely. Go Lakers. And yeah, the Rams. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for the Rams to lose against the Seahawks. I just couldn't believe they couldn't get it over with in overtime. But it is what it is. The Seahawks are. Did I say Utah Jazz? My mistake. I think I said Utah Jazz. My mistake about that. The Seahawks for sure. They are. I don't know. For some reason that they're a really good team. In the AFC. Sorry, no, the NFC. So they are a team to be reckoned with in that particular department. And same goes for the Rams. I mean, they are no scrubs, but at the same time, that could be the potential, NFC championship matchup that we could see in the postseason. So they could meet each other once again going into the postseason. But it's all about my Broncos. My Broncos are going to go all the way. Hopefully, maybe at the Super Bowl. You never know. We just have to wait and see. Hopefully, my Broncos will go all the way until they win the Super Bowl. Maybe I don't know. I'm probably overshooting it, but they are the number one seed in the AFC and plus the best record in the NFL. So they're doing pretty well for themselves. I just hope that they don't end up like the 2022 Vikings. When it comes to having a good record and then being a threat in the league and end up losing in the postseason. So I just hope they don't end up that way. But that's just me. But it sucks for the Rams. It really is. They really should have won that game tonight. But it is what it is. Maybe hopefully they'll bounce back from that for sure. But thank you, Daniel, for the comments. I really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's just get right into the Lakers win tonight against the Utah Jazz, beating the Utah Jazz 143 to 135. It was a convincing win, especially with the great performance out of this Lakers team in the fourth quarter. They really showed up big. They showed up big in the fourth, and because of the efforts that we saw from Marcus Smart and LeBron James from the start of the game, and it was just start of the fourth quarter, excuse me, and they just continued on with their efforts, playing great defensively. And it's just very unfortunate that Marcus Smart had to get fouled out of the game, but with his efforts, did not go in vain because of his performance in the fourth quarter. Shooting threes left and right. He was the best shooter out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers, going for 5 of 9 from the three. Now, sure, Luka Doncic did go 4 of 12 from the three, but still, I mean, his efforts when it comes to his abilities to, you know, go out there and just, score for us and dominate every single night, averaging 40 for us. He just obviously needs the help that he can get. And that's what he got from Marcus Smart and just a plethora of others in this game. And, guys, you probably saw my post on the community tab and all across social media, and I put the photo of Vando in the photo because he had a lot to do with the Lakers winning this game as well. His performance was sensational on the defensive side of the ball, and I just had to really commend JJ Redick for finally activating Jared Vanderbilt into the rotation. It's been a month. It's been a month that we haven't seen Jared Vanderbilt. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did to JJ Redick, but he probably got under his skin, and he was in the doghouse for the past month because of it, because he was out of the rotation and all that. And it's just we actually need him in key moments, a key situation like this, especially on the defense side of the ball. And I just have to really say, finally we get to see him play, and defensively, adding on to that. I mean, 11 rebounds, that was amazing out there tonight on his part when it came to the rebounding skills that he brought. And 7 points, not bad. I mean, he's not known for being a scorer or light up a 10-point per game type performances, but, he manages to help out the Lakers any way that he can. But defensively is where he is really needed, especially for the second unit, a guy that can bring a lot to the table coming off the bench. So I'm glad that he's back into the rotation. It was much long time needed, when it comes to what Jared Vanderbilt brought to the table for the Los Angeles Lakers for the past couple of games now. So I'm glad that he's back. I'm glad that he's back. I just want to put that out the way when it came to Jared Vanderbilt and his impact on the game, which was sensational. When it came down to it, especially when it came to like the second quarter, third quarter situation. So, but it's just great to have him back. Really great to have him back into the rotation, which is really needed. But continuing on with the starting lineup, I mean, obviously, when it came to Luka Doncic's craziest performance out there tonight, I mean, he was awesome. He was awesome out there tonight, especially when it came to his triple double performance. 45 points out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers with 11 rebounds and 14 assists out there tonight. He had 5 steals, so he went off. I mean, the guy played great tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers on the defensive side of the ball as well, with those 5 steals. He was great out there tonight against the Utah Jazz. And the 45-point game performance, I mean, that was just great. Shooting from the logo, I mean, he was all over the place to helping out this Lakers team to win every chance they can get out of Luka Doncic. And it was just a good team effort all around with the shorthandedness of this Lakers team. So it was great out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. And great job out there for our MVP in Luka Doncic out there tonight. LeBron James stepping up in the second unit. As a second option for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. No Austin Reaves, unfortunately. He's still dealing with that injury that he suffered a couple of days ago. So hopefully a speedy recovery, and hopefully things will become better for him when it because we actually really do need him. Austin Reeves has made a whole lot of a big void on the Lakers rotation and the roster when it comes all said and done. So hopefully, a speedy recovery for Austin Reeves, hopefully very soon. So because we do need him back. But LeBron James did what he can out there tonight, helping out, Luka Doncic tonight, being the second option for the team. 28 points out there tonight. He shot badly tonight from the three, but his efforts was great tonight on the assist side of things with 10 assists and 7 rebounds out there tonight. He had um, one steal tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'm just surprised. I just saw the stat right there. The Lakers only had 2 blocks in this game, which is pretty pathetic. I think the Lakers should have played a lot better defensively. We kind of saw the struggles for sure in the first quarter. The Lakers had to get their bearings back in when it came to the second, and they kind of managed it back. I mean, they were up by they had just shot 41 points in the second quarter, which was awesome for the Lakers to make that type of comeback a bit. The third quarter kind of went in the Jazz's way a bit, but then the fourth quarter came about, and that's where everything took off with Marcus Smart and LeBron, and just the efforts that we saw from Jared Vanderbilt defensively. I mean, he was sensational. Everyone was. I mean, it was a good team effort with the shorthandedness of this Lakers team, but. Hopefully everyone comes back from injuries and obviously become like a big impact on this team. Hopefully moving forward. So with with Gabe Vincent and obviously with or I don't know why I'm bringing up Gabe Vincent. He doesn't really make a big impact on the team, but when it comes to all said and done, I mean Austin Reeves and you know DeAndre Ayton. I mean those are the guys that we hopefully want to have back very soon. From their injuries, so hopefully very soon. But just had to bring that up. But the team effort was there. It was awesome to see. From everyone from the second unit showing up. So, but great effort tonight from LeBron. Um, Jackson Hayes stepping up for the center position with no DeAndre Ayton, having 16 points, not bad out there tonight. I mean, just the chemistry, obviously, that he brings to the table with Luka being, in the helm of it, really shows that he can really work well. Does wonders when Luka is next to him. In the starting lineup or any sort of lineup that he's in. So, just great job out there from Jackson Hayes with 16 points out there tonight with 3 rebounds out there. I'm surprised he didn't put up any blocks in this game. That's why probably there was, not a lot of effort defensively from this Lakers team, but still, he showed up when it came to the scorings, and he was awesome tonight for the Lakers, just stepping in for DeAndre Ayton when it came down to it. And so got a comment here from George. Welcome to the live stream, buddy. Really do appreciate you joining. Go Lakers. Absolutely. Thank you for the comment. I really appreciate it. But continuing on with the Lakers, and their efforts tonight from our starting lineups, Jackson Hayes, great job out there for him. Like I said, with Marcus Smart, he was awesome for us, with his shooting. Arguably, if I had to say, he was the best shooter out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. So great job for, his efforts tonight. 17 points for the Lakers with 4 rebounds. He did get fouled out in the beginning of the fourth quarter with his efforts that he put up. Like maybe he stayed in there for like 2 to 3 minutes and then he got fouled out because he was in the foul trouble. But when it comes all said and done, he was great out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. He had a plus 12 performance out there tonight, so he was great for the Lakers. Out there tonight. And then obviously Rui Hachimura had 13 points, shot 1 3, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist out there tonight. And he did put up a block in this game. So, when the Lakers in total only had 2, with Maxi Kleber, him having the block as well in this game overall for the Lakers team. But they need to improve on that. If they want to stop any team defensively. But just saying. So Other than that, just a great effort all around from our starting lineup. But when it came to our second unit, like I mentioned in the beginning, I mean, Jared Vanderbilt made a huge impact on this Lakers team since his return into the rotation. He was just awesome tonight for the Lakers, especially those 11 rebounds that he put up for the Lakers, as I mentioned. So he shot 1 3 for the Lakers, so that was great for him out there tonight. So great job out there from Jerry Vanderbilt. I'm glad he's back in the rotation. Good for JJ to finally come to his senses with the with him being back into the rotation. So great job out there for Jerry Vanderbilt and his efforts out there tonight. Jake Larivia, had, I believe, I might be reading this wrong. Yeah, he had 12 points out there tonight. A solid night for him with 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Had a pretty good, solid performance out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers out there, stepping up and gaining the minutes that obviously he needs to get because of the shorthandedness. So, great job out there for Jake Larivia. And just all around, guys, there were just some efforts here and there from our guys, especially our young guys. Would have loved to see more effort out of Nick Smith Jr., but I think, maybe this is JJ's fault for not giving him more minutes in this game. I think if he would have given the minutes, he would have showed up and dominated for the Lakers in the second unit. But, it is what it is. The efforts came from some of our key players tonight and our impactful players tonight. But overall, guys, I mean, this was a really good game from this Lakers team, and especially when it came to the efforts that we saw in the fourth quarter when it came down to it. So I'm just glad the Lakers got this win, and didn't seem like they were going to lose it, but there were some moments in the game where the Lakers were kind of slipping a bit, and we kind of witnessed that in the efforts, like maybe winding down into the fourth quarter, but they came to their senses, and the Lakers, because there was a moment like maybe there was like 4 minutes left remaining in the game, and the Lakers did not score for at least maybe like 3 minutes, and they just allowed the Utah Jazz to come back a bit, but they managed the game, and then obviously Luka did Luka things, and started shooting threes left and right, and especially from the logo, and there was just some really good moments that we saw from this Lakers team at that moment, and then finally they finished them off with the efforts from I believe I didn't check the scoreboard a bit, but or the game the play sorry the the play by play of in the game, but Lakers just came back a bit and showed up when it came down to it. So great game, guys. It was such an awesome game for the Lakers. Sure, it was against the Utah Jazz, but still, a win is a win. So I'm going to take that and go with it, for this Lakers team. So great job out there from the Lakers, for sure. All right, I want to read this comment here from George before I end this live stream. Is it possible for them to get better defensively with with Vanderbilt, but not getting exposed offensively by his woeful shooting at times? Not really. I actually, when it comes down to it, the Lakers defense needs to be more improved more than ever. That's why we've been seeing a lot of trades that are the Lakers are looking at when it comes to like Herb Jones of the New Orleans Pelicans, that they want to focus more on the Lakers' defensive skill sets more than anything. The Lakers already got their offense already locked in, when it comes to like Luka Doncic, and you have Austin Reeves, and it was kind of exposed a bit, but still, I mean, with no Austin Reeves in the rotation, plus the scoring efforts that we see often from DeAndre Ayton, there's those type of aspects that we could you know have those guys just leading the helm offensively, plus LeBron James and everyone else, but Rui and all them. But still, we need to improve defensively more than anything. That's why I'm glad that J. Drake finally put back Vanderbilt in the rotation. And, that's something that it's been lacking in the second unit. Our rotational players have been lacking defensively. That's why we saw a couple of times we've seen, and it's obviously a good thing that we've seen, players like Marcus Smart being inserted into the starting lineup because there's some, lack of effort defensively from our starting lineups and some efforts from our, our bench role players. But and the reason for it is because you didn't have Vanderbilt in the rotation for the past month. I mean, that's the thing that it was the problem for the Lakers for our second unit is because of the defensive lack of efforts that we've been seeing. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, it took him this long, but finally JJ came to his senses and finally put Jared Vanderbilt in the rotation, back into the rotation because of his defensive efforts that he brings to the table. And I don't know, I heard like maybe a couple of weeks ago, there was some analyst or somebody mentioning that JJ is kind of waiting for the moment to put Jared Vanderbilt back into the rotation until LeBron James gets his bearings back in because the pairing between those two guys works wonders defensively. So I don't know. That's kind of true, but at the same time, it just took a while for JJ to finally put, you know, Jared Vanderbilt into the rotation. But it took him a while, but finally, he's back into the rotation. So, but yeah, I don't think there's going to expose anything from the Lakers offense, especially the shooting. But there were times for sure we saw it. But once you just lock down the defensive side from this Lakers team, I mean, anything can go from the Lakers, going into any game that they go against moving forward. So, but yeah, thank you, George, for the comment. Really appreciate it. You also wrote here from George, uh, how good, how good defenders like Caruso were let go. I think Smart is a good redo. Yeah, um, yeah, it kind of sucked, Alex Caruso a couple of years ago. I mean, he could have still been with the Lakers by now. I mean, he's playing awesome for the OKC Thunder. He's a two-time champion, and it just sucked that because of money reasons, the Lakers didn't give him the money that he deserved once he won the um, once we won the 2020 championship. And it just kind of sucked. We needed his defensive efforts, and he worked wonders next to LeBron and their defensive abilities that they bring to the table with one another. So um, it sucked, but we needed a guy, especially now, being part of the rotation defensively. And that's why I'm glad Vando is back into the rotation. But I think there's still more improvements needed to be made, from this Lakers team and defensively, especially our rotational guys, like, bringing in possibly a better, point guard off the bench, from instead of having Gabe Vincent or, just, um, you know, somebody that can play better defensively. I mean, because who is in the rotation right now is like Dalton Connect, and it's like he's not working out for us anymore. So I think you just try to trade him and get a defensive player in return, and probably fix that if somehow we want to continue to improve defensively. So I don't know. Herb Jones could be the guy that Lakers will target. I know there's somebody else on the list, but there's a plethora of others the Lakers could look at when it comes to improving the defensive efforts, visa trade. So, they just have to look for better options. But Marcus Smart, for sure. I mean, he was awesome for us tonight, especially defensively. He showed a lot of efforts scoring wise in this game, and especially the shooting efforts. So he can obviously fix those shooting woes that the Lakers do lack when we see some effort defensively that they can just even things out with Marcus Smart being in the starting lineup. It's obviously worked out at times, and it's obviously working. So I think he's going to be part of the Lakers rotation, or if anything, the starting lineup more than anything, when it comes to just having him in the with his help defensively that he brings to the table. So um, I might be wrong. Let me check real quick. I mean, if he does stay in the lineup, no, I think he's going to go back to the bench role, because that's Austin Reeves' spot. So he's going to potentially go back, possibly being the sixth man coming off the bench for us, and DeAndre Ayton for sure, adding back to his defensive efforts and his abilities to score at times, giving us 15 to 17 points per game. So once those guys return from injury, I mean, things will obviously get much better for the Lakers. But the problem I still have is just the bench roll. Sorry, guys, you guys don't see it on my part. I'm looking on my end, the scoring. So my fault. I should have shared it. That's why it looked weird, me just looking around. But sorry about that. So as you can see, I mean, the only defensive player that I say that shows effort from our bench role players is Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, there's some from Jake Larivia, but still, I mean, it doesn't really cut it. I mean, we just need a better defensive efforts, or defensive players, for the bench. So hopefully maybe a trade will come, and maybe it will be for the better. That could obviously fix the woes of the Lakers, defensive side. But, if anything, I think the Lakers are good to go when it comes to offensively, but, they need to improve defensively, in my opinion. So, we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see what's out there for the Lakers to make trades that could improve in that department. So, we just have to wait and see for sure. So yeah, guys. I mean, other than that, I really appreciate everyone for joining me on ZSN on YouTube, and thank you for joining me for my breakdown on the Lakers win against the Utah Jazz, beating the Utah Jazz 143 to 135 in a big fourth quarter dominance, especially from Luka Doncic, him dropping a triple double, averaging 40 tonight, and just a good team effort with the lack of injuries and shorthandedness from this Lakers team, with no Austin Reeves and no DeAndre Ayton, and just having Marcus Smart stepping up in the game, along with Jackson Hayes with a 16-point game, and just in general, everyone showing up, to help out, to beat the Utah Jazz in this game, because let's not knock on them. I mean, they really showed up in this game and dominated with their efforts of just hanging on, to try to beat the Lakers. But it wasn't the case. Obviously, the Lakers were the better team, and they showed up and beat them, all because of Luka and his efforts tonight, which was his dominance, which was awesome, with the efforts of everyone showing up in this game. So great job out there from this Lakers team. Obviously, they improve with 19-7 for their record, and it is looking good for the Lakers. Hopefully, they continue this drive that they're on, and hopefully, they continue to dominate. That's my hope, and hopefully, things start to turn out great for the Lakers. And if trades do come up, I will be reporting it on ZSN on YouTube. So stay tuned for any news, rumors, updates, speculations about the Los Angeles Lakers and their their goals, in mind moving forward into the season. And there's a lot of things that are coming up when it comes to trades. So please stay tuned, hit that notification bell, and subscribe to ZSN on YouTube. And once again, guys, if you haven't yet, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. So please be sure to follow me all across social media. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys check me out on social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Once again, I want to thank Daniel and George for you guys' comments on here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.